Hey guys, Wasin here again. So today I wanna branching off or spreading off from the previous topic that we usually do in the Vim Technique series. So I wanna spreading off to another new topic to give you hands-on about the kind of this kind of tools that's still related to the Vim. So I believe it's gonna still benefit your flow and improve the flow in the Vim as well. What I'm talking about here today is tmux, and it's short for terminal multiplexer. So let's say in the simple word is that in a day-to-day basis, if you have a multiple task that you want to do, like you want to normally when you want to do some kind of like, okay, I want to do this, so I need to spawn a new terminal tab, and okay, I need to do a new one, maybe execute some command, maybe checking something. So I have to spawn a new terminal tab. So yeah, you have to switch back and forth. You need to know that okay, this tab is for this task, something like that. And normally the tools that signify that is might be not on par. I mean on the native Ubuntu terminal program on Linux. We cannot rename the tab. Um, but contrasting this to the Windows terminal that released by Microsoft is much better that way, right? We can rename the tab in the preview version. You can do this now, and yeah, you can switch it fast too. But to go away further from that, just like I want to do inside the single tab, and then it's just manage it right inside the tab, right inside the session. So imagine that you have that single terminal session, single tab, and inside there you can still manage and spawn as many different kind of big overview of tasks as you want. So you can have a task inside there doing research, a task that editing the source file, a task to monitor some process and memory usage, and another one is maybe what should I say? Something else, something like that. And you can switch back and forth between this kind of thing. So this is kind of thing that tmux can offer you. So as you can see here, you might wonder why I go full screen on this, but yeah, I can now go full screen on this because of what tmux can offer me. I have to no worry about switching to another tab in the Windows terminals now. So normally we're gonna have like a, yeah, you're gonna spawn a new tab here, right? But no need anymore. And I can have a little bit, maybe 4 to 5 or 6 line of like a screen real estate screen real estate space, more space to look at the source code and things and stuff. Yeah, that better that way. Okay, so let's go right jump inside this right away, and it's more like a just enough experience of hands-on usage of tmux. So let's go. All right. So the tmux version that I have is the 3.0a. Yeah. The first one, the first command that I want to show you is that like a tmux and ls. Ls means like a, okay, just list any session that I have with tmux for now. I don't have just yet, so it's gonna show no server running on something. I want to start now, so this is a new command. So you can play along with this video and then issue the command at the time that I issued it here, or maybe you can rewind it and do it later. Anyway, it's suitable for you, it's fine. So this is a net command, so new session, and t mean name in this session. So I'm gonna maybe say maybe I'm doing my research at the moment, so maybe I'm gonna go with, no, I should say I'm doing the main project, so maybe main project, and hit it. And whenever we hit it, we're gonna see at the bottom there's gonna be a status bar that say, okay, you are at the silo. Silo, this mean the pane panel, silo, the first panel, and you add a bash show. And the name of the computer, time, and also the date is good. And okay, the first command that I wanna I'm gonna look at is the, just tell me which session and which panel window I'm at right now. So we're gonna hit the prefix key or leader key in tmux. It's usually to be Control B, but I have configured with tmux.conf. It's very similar to the vim.rc file. So yeah, I think I should show you the such configuration files first. So here is what I have. I'm gonna go right into this because I think this kind of configuration is quite vital, or I should say is important to go along with the flow of Vim usage, because the key of prefix key for tmux is Control B by default, and I changed it to alternate A, and it is much faster to do it that way with the Vim and things stuff. So yeah, the first one, change the prefix key to Alt A. I'm gonna put this configuration down in the description of this video down below, so you can copy it and then save into your .tmux.conf as your directory, home directory. Yeah. So the second one is like shorten the key repeating interval. For a certain command, for example, when you want to resize the panel, yeah, you can yeah, you can do this, and then the certain command is that you can resize it, and this is like a repeat key. So if you're outside of that interval time frame, you cannot issue the command anymore, so it's not going to work. So let's say I wanna resize it, and then if you hit it outside of that certain window, so it is no longer. And yeah, we're gonna go through this command. I just want to show you the example. So I think 200 millisecond is what's suitable for me. By default, it's going to be 500 millisecond. So you can try this and see what best for you. The next one, this one is quite by the traditional and convenient that you should put into your tmux configuration files, because it's going to preserve the color of your shell, color of your text output on your terminal. Yeah, and usually it's going to be something like this. Yeah. And this one, the next one, is quite important for me, because when you have a multiple of panel window inside of tmux session, you want to jump right into the target one, right one, down one, up one, something like that, very fast, very quickly, along with the flow of Vim. Yeah, so I bind the new key here to use the Vim movement key in order to select. So let's say by H is going to be the left, right? So it's going to select the left panel of the tmux. Yeah, and just go along that way. And the last chunk of configuration is more likely about style. By default, the color of this status bar inside the tmux is not going to be this greenish. It's going to be different color. So we just change it. So let's say, yeah, and then other stuff as well. So let's go line by line quickly. And we know that the certain version of tmux is gonna accept it with this change. It's gonna use the hyphen star. It is not something like a hyphen fg or hyphen bg anymore. So be aware of this. If you use the newer than 2.7 or 2.8, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, newer than that is going to adopt this kind of hyphen style now. So pane active border. So let's say here, I'm gonna split the window. So to split the window, so you're gonna use the prefix key. In this case, alternate A and then percentage key, Shift and 5 on your keyboard. So let's say here, so right now I'm active on the focus on the right panel, right? And you're gonna see that this border here signify that okay, is a little bit like a change the foreground color and background color here. And when I move to the left one, so prefix key with Alt A and then H, I move to the left window now, and yeah, and you can see that it changed. The border active is changed now. So pane active border style, you can just go along with the foreground with this, background with this, and for the normal, that non-active one is going to be the foreground with like a more like a blackish color. So you can see here, this is non-active. This is non-active, so it's going to be this color. For the active one, foreground and background is going to be like this. Yeah, actually foreground is the line inside. Yeah, you can see, and the background is the color they show. So yeah, something along that line. And okay, I think I should show you how to, when you edit your tmux configuration. Let's say I change this to FF. I change to something else. I'm gonna, and then now it's the same as you after you edit the Vim RC files, right? You have to source it. No. Actually, you have to sort. It's automatically sourced when you edit the files in Vim, right? So you just edit it and then edit the Vim RC file, and then you just jump right to edit the files again. So it's gonna take effective. But let's take for example like a bash alias. You have to, after you edited it, you have to source again. So in tmux we're gonna sort this way: source file command, and then point to where is it, the files. Boop. And you can see here now the color changed to kind of like a yellowish. I change to this, yeah, something like that. And you can see here when I have more than 2 panel window, now it's gonna signify just that. I'm at the left one now, I'm at the top one now, I'm at the lower now. Yeah. So yeah. And now the next key for that is that I wanna kill this panel window currently I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go with prefix key. I'm gonna keep repeating this. Prefix key for your case might be Control B, but for me, I change it right here, right here, right here, right here. It's alternate A now. So alternate A and then X is gonna ask you that, okay, kill the pane 2. This is pane 2 or not? Yes. So yes, it's gonna go. So you see that it's kill hyphen pane. That's actually the command inside tmux. So in order to do it that way manually, so you can prefix key and then colon. So prefix key and then colon, and it's going to show you that, okay, enter the command. So very similar to Vim. Yeah. So you can kill pane, and then I think this is one. I'm not quite sure about this the command just yet, but this is actually the command qpane. So maybe qpane 1. Okay, so it had to be the name. So let's do it again. qpane. We have to like a T and then 1 that way. Okay, I want to change the color back a little bit. Change the color back 4 and source file again. Yeah. Okay, and that's it. Okay, just 3 more. So the window style, this is similar to the previous 2 line here. So window style is like a more it is for the panel that the window of that panel that is not active, so it's going to be black. But I set all the active, both active and also non-active windows to have backgrounds back. But if you want it to be very clearly to your eyes that whenever I active at this window, the background should be something else. So maybe a little bit more white, a little bit brighter than that way. You can change that and source again, so you can see now it's a little bit brighter. Not a little bit, it's more than a little bit. When you change, so it is gonna signify that way that, okay, but it's not my size, so I'm gonna change it back. I'm gonna just make sure that it's always black. And the last line, you can see status. I change this to this color so you can play around with it. And source file, right? Okay, so we go to quite quite several commands right now. I hope you can catching up with this. Okay, let's go. What are we gonna do next is what we're gonna do next is in my list. Okay, so let's say I want to see what terminal session and what pane I'm at the moment. So I'm gonna prefix key and then W. It's gonna show you okay the name of the tmux session main project and just one panel windows we have. Oh no, I mean main project is the window we call it the window, and in that windows just one pane that it has. So you can see here, and yeah, I want to rename this. Panel a little bit. So I gonna prefix and then command rename windows, and then gonna say maybe the main one, and I go back to see the list again, prefix with the bill. So you're gonna see that okay, in the section of main project, I have the panel that call main. Okay, I wanna create a new pane now. So prefix key with C, prefix key and C. Okay, so now I'm at a new pane now. If you execute to see the list of the pane again, you can see that okay, we are at dash, the new one now, and previous one is here. It's going to show the preview what it looks like at the bottom as well. I want to change the name as well. Do it again. Rename window. The kind of the word terminology of Windows is used both at the top level, overview level, and also at the panel level. So don't be quite confused about it. Rename Windows for this is mean rename this panel windows. Yeah, this is the window, but actually we work inside the pane. Okay, so I'm gonna change this to maybe some locks. Yeah, because in my flow I have a certain project that no what should I say, the lock. Yeah, I lock the stuff inside of day to day lock, right? So I have this, I can lock something like a maybe I learned something new about zero passing and blah blah blah. I'm gonna keep note here. So as you can see here, this is one of the kind of tasks that you have inside the tmux. I want to switch back to the main pane. So we're gonna do prefix key, W, and then select that one. Now I jump right back to the main one. And when I do the things here, I do the things here, and I found something useful I want to note. So I switch back to that, and now I can make note about something. And here you can save the files, and you can go back to continue your work. That is also, this is quite useful, I think, useful workflow. Okay, let's see. I want to split the pane. I do it with prefix key and then percentage symbol. And I want to resize the right pane to be a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna go with prefix key and then control and then followed by the direction. So it's gonna be prefix key control right. Now, yeah, I can repeat again. Okay, prefix key control left. Again, prefix key control right. Okay, I didn't fast enough. Didn't hit it fast enough, so it's outside of the 200 millisecond window. So it's gonna stop processing my key. So configure it to your to best match with your user. Right now, okay, let's split the panel window down. So we're gonna do it with prefix key and then ship double quote. Yeah, yeah, ship double quote. Yeah, this key. So you do it with the prefix key and then ship and then this one. Okay, if it's not clear to you, yeah, do it that way. And now you're gonna say that if you have so multiple panel key like panel windows like okay, I'm gonna split it again. So you have 1 2 3 4, you have 4 panels now. So it's quite not so convenient for you to like okay, if I'm at this at a app this here, I want to go back directly to the target pane. So maybe you have to like go through one by one, or maybe you at the left one you want to go to right, so you can cheat it a little bit by using the left directional key, so it's going to wrap up to another side, something like that. But there's another way that you can go directly to this. Let's say I want to jump from this to this. What should I do? So prefix key and then Q. It's gonna say that 0 1 2 3. This is a number that signifying that that panel, what is number of it. Let's say it, let's see it again. Boop. 0 1 2 3. If we okay, okay. Let me see. Yeah. So as you can see here, if I go to the prefix key with the build to see the list of session and also the panels, you're gonna see that there's a plus symbol here. It say that we have 4 panes, and if you hit the right key, right arrow key, it's gonna show the information about inside of it. Yeah, inside of it. So it's 0 1 2 3, the same as the number that show you that way. Yeah. So the first way that you can directly jump into the target pane is that go into the listing and then you select it which one you want to go. So yeah, I just did it. But there's another way that is prefix key Q and then quickly hit with the number. So if it show you 0 1 2 3, so you know now which one you want to go. So you enter that key right away, so it's gonna jump right there. Yeah. Okay. And another command, alternate A X to kill the pane. Yeah, I just show you. Okay. And okay, let's say I wanna um, just wanna take a break and just stop my work for the moment. What should I do? I can detach the session of tmux and jump right back to the main terminal session. So what I do is that prefix key and followed by D. D stand for detach. So prefix key detach, and you can see detach from session, and you can list it, all the session that you have. It's still there. It's still in the memory. But if you reboot the system, it's gonna be gone. Also, there's a project about tmux resurrect or something like that that can save all the state of your editing files inside the tmux, and it's gonna restore. But I didn't try it yet, but I love it to be vanilla like this. So if tmux doesn't support it out of the box, so maybe I should not do it just yet. But I'm not sure in the future. Maybe I want that kind of workflow. But for now, yeah, I'm okay with that. I can recreate myself. So let's say when you executed tmux ls, it's going to list that okay, there's main project name session, and with 2 windows. Yeah, we have main and also that logs thing. So I want to go back to that session again. How can I do it? So you're gonna do it tmux attach session and then t followed by the name of the session, and it's going to go right back to that again. So the thing is that when you are inside the tmux, it's going to be status bar at the bottom. But if you are outside, it's just normal terminal session. It's not going to have this status bar at the bottom. Yeah. And you can go back and forth between things normally, yeah, like you normally do. And actually, that's the all of the basics thing that you usually do with tmux here. And although that's not too many of the command that you're gonna deal with, but with this yeah, you can do your things now. You can edit the source file, you can go to here, and then you go to the PC plus then 9 and you're looking to something, yeah. Oh, okay. And the last command is that that's going to be useful command is that, okay, I'm at this kind of like a panel window here. I want to see it full screen. I want us to maximize it. How can I do it? So you're going to do it prefix key and C or that. So prefix key and then C. So you're going to jump right into maximize of that panel window. And when you want to go back, just do it again. So prefix key with set. Yeah, it's going to jump right back. And that pretty much of the normal day-to-day commands that you're going to deal with when you're working with tmux. I hope it's going to be useful, and my apologies that I just go with the flow and then just spit out technique by technique, command by command along the flow. Yeah, I hope you can catching that up, and maybe you can rewind and then try it on your machine and let's see how things go. So I hope this one tmux is gonna help you the flow. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you next time.